Welcome to your first video on HIPAA training. Today, we will discuss a general HIPAA privacy and security overview, HIPAA privacy, and business associates. First, let's break down what HIPAA stands for. HIPAA stands for the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. It addresses issues ranging from health insurance coverage to national standard identifiers for healthcare providers. Protected health information is any piece of information in an individual's medical record that was created, used, or disclosed during the course of diagnosis or treatment that can be used to personally identify them. This information can be related to past, present, or future physical or mental health conditions, or past, present, or future payment for provision of health care. Here are some types of data protected by HIPAA. In order to de-identify patient information, you must remove all 18 identifiers listed here. If an employee mishandles PHI, there could be serious penalties such as a fine up to $250,000 and imprisonment up to 10 years. There are also federal fines for non-compliance based on the level of perceived negligence found within your organization, also known as willful neglect. You knew something was occurring, but instead chose to turn a blind eye. Employees who fail to abide by HIPAA regulations can face serious consequences depending on the severity of the violation, intent, pattern, practice of improper activity, etc. For guidance on reprimanding someone in accordance to your P&Ps, be sure to refer to your sanctions policy. Be sure to take note of HIPAA-permitted uses and disclosures of PHI. The HIPAA privacy rule states that PHI may be used and disclosed to facilitate payment, treatment, and healthcare operations, which means Now let's take a look into the minimum necessary standard. The only exceptions to the minimum necessary standard are those times when a covered entity is disclosing PHI for the following reasons: purposes for which an authorization is signed, treatment, disclosures required by law, judicial and administrative proceedings, by subpoena, and sharing information to the patient about himself or herself. HIPAA still allows for family and friends to pick up prescriptions for sick people with proper identification. Physicians and nurses do not have to whisper, and state laws still govern the disclosure of a minor's health information to parents. you can find other privacy safeguards listed here. These are the requirement forms and documents your organization should have in place. Business associate agreements are required before a covered entity can contract with a third-party individual or vendor to perform activities or functions which will involve the use or disclosure of the covered entity's PHI directly. Individual employees are not authorized to sign contracts on behalf of our company. Now, let's review the material. Please review the following questions. You have 20 seconds until the answer is revealed. PHI stands for A. Patient health information, B. Personal health information, C. Protected health information, or D. Private health identifier. The correct answer is protected health information. The following are examples of PHI. A. Patient photo, B. Telephone number, C. License plate number, D. Options B and C, or E. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above: patient photo, telephone number, and license plate number. In order to perform my job to the best of my ability, I need access to A. All patient information, B. Information granted from my supervisor, C. Minimum necessary information, or D. Whatever the patient allows. The correct answer is minimum necessary information. Patient privacy rights include the following except the right to A. Amend PHI, B. Request an accounting of disclosures, C. Create a patient payment plan, or D. Request restrictions on how PHI is used. The correct answer is create a patient payment plan. Patient sign-in sheets or logs are allowed to have the following information: A. Appointment time only, B. Reason for visit, C. Patient name only, D. Options B and C, or E. Options A and C. The correct answer is A and C, appointment time and patient name. Congratulations! You've now completed Part 1 of HIPAA training. Now, please move forward to complete Part 2.